Solar satellites could deliver clean, abundant power, if they get off the ground. The SPS Alpha solar satellite, shown in this illustration, uses a cone of mirrors to redirect sunlight onto photovoltaic panels. The energy is then converted to microwaves and beamed down to Earth. Nowhere on Earth does the sun shine as brightly as it does in geosynchronous orbit, that parking space 22,236 miles up where a satellite can keep a spot on Earth in steady view all day, every day. Placed high above the gauzy atmosphere, solar panels can intercept rays 35 to 70% more intense than midday sunlight on the ground. In high orbit, there is no cloud cover, no twilight, no winter sun. And a cleverly designed and positioned solar satellite can avoid the shadow of night for all but 44 hours a year, so there is no need to store energy to keep the electrons flowing almost continuously. All told, an advanced photovoltaic cell in space can deliver up to 40 times the annual amount of reliable 24/7 energy that the same cell would generate on the ground. It's not solar power so much as it is stellar power. Dreamy-eyed physicists have effused about the potential of stellar power, also known by the more prosaic name of space-based solar power, or SPSP, since the 1960s. They have sketched out preliminary designs that would bring that power from orbit to the grid, a giant engineering challenge, to be sure, but one that now has plausible solutions. What they haven't been able to do is make it affordable. Now that stumbling block may be cleared as well. Stellar power entrepreneurs are reporting flickers of interest among private investors and potential customers. Space scientists have roughed out designs for several different kinds of stellar power plants. Some look like an orbiting version of a terrestrial solar farm, with flat photovoltaic arrays stretching 4 miles. A design for NASA called SPS Alpha, by former NASA physicist John Mankins, instead arranges thin film mirrors into a bell shape that can redirect sunlight from almost any angle onto a smaller photovoltaic array. The electrical current generated by an orbiting array can be sent to Earth in one of two forms. It could be converted into a broad infrared laser beam, or it could come down as a wider cone of microwaves, which, as Mankins notes, pass through clouds unimpeded. In either case, the satellite would focus its transmitter on a large receiving station on the ground. To ensure safety, the beam would be no more intense than the noonday sun, and a feedback signal would keep it from straying from its target.